Hello guys, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, my name is Haoma_KE. So let's check on the progress of our cucumbers. I harvest cucumbers every single day. That's why you will rarely see cucumbers, so many cucumbers in my cucumber plant. But I think they're almost in that phase of depletion, so soon I'm going to remove them and then plant some new ones. I think in the next like 2 weeks they'll be done, because I'm feeling like some of them are producing, but they are not producing very healthy or big cucumbers. But I've been harvesting for the last 1 month every single day. Every day I have to get either 2, 3, or sometimes even 5. But now I want to plant them in plenty, because I've been getting some orders from my neighbors who really love cucumbers. And there's one of my neighbor who was advised by the doctors to take cucumbers every day because she has pressure. So I'll be planting some more cucumbers, I think in the next I think 4 or 5 days or something. So cucumbers are very easy to maintain. They only need some good manure, because here I do organic farming, purely organic farming. So I depend on either compost manure or the cow dung, goat manure. And yesterday my neighbor gifted me with some very good amount of goat manure. So my grapes are really struggling. I do not know the reason why they're not producing a lot of leaves. I'm yet to know why. And so after that, I'm going to give them trellis so that they can climb up. Our cabbages, some did not perform really well, so I've been eating the leaves and also giving my ducks the leaves. But the ones that are remaining, I'm seeing some progress. The cabbages are trying to form in between, so I think that's some good progress. I'm going to harvest either 1 or 2. So lately I've been really obsessed with my strawberry plant, and every day I always come and remove the runners. And the moment you remove runners, it means you're telling the plant to start producing and producing bigger fruits. So they have started producing some strawberry fruits, but I'm really eagerly waiting to see very big and healthy fruits. And the good thing about them, even if you remove the runners, they will still continue producing flowers. So every day I come and then remove some runners, so that they can now the plant can now concentrate in producing flowers, and very healthy flowers. And the secret to planting strawberries is manure. Always feed your strawberries with manure, and you'll see a very big difference in your crop or in your plant. And I'm really thinking about spacing them. I'm not sure. So I want to remove a few in the middle, so that I give space from one line to another. I give them space so that they can have very big fruits. And spacing is a very important thing in farming, because it enables a plant to produce healthy and bigger fruits at the end of the season. So today I also want to harvest jute leaves and slender leaf. Here in the village in Western Kenya, these are very common vegetables and we consume them a lot. For me here, I always combine the slender leaf. This is the slender leaf, and the jute leaves. Slender leaf is what we call mito here in our local language, and the secret to any indigenous vegetable. I think I've repeated that several times, but I keep on getting new subscribers every single time. So the secret to any indigenous vegetable is pruning or tipping. Just pluck the top leaves and you'll enable the plant to produce more leaves that are healthy, and also it will make you harvest your vegetable for a very long time. And so in my next planting this area, I'm going to rotate. If you do crop rotation, it is very important, especially in your garden, because and always when you prepare your garden, give it some time to recover, the soil to recover, and also the pest to die, and then you plant another different vegetable. So in these two areas, I'm going to crop rotate in my next planting so that the pest die, that same crop that had that pest, the pest will die. And so I always save my seeds here, indigenous seeds. So the jute leaves and the slender leaf I rarely buy, and also cowpeas. Sometimes I buy cowpeas because I rarely give it that time to fully mature. But for slender leaf and the jute leaves, I always give it time to mature and then produce seeds. So these are the jute leaf seeds. So I'm going to let them dry and then save the seeds. I have a ton of seeds of jute leaves. So I want to also harvest a few carrots here. And the reason why I decided to harvest some of the carrots is also to do some thinning in our carrots. So I always come every single day into the garden to do thinning and pruning of my vegetables. And for carrots, if you really want to have that market friendly carrots, bigger carrots, always do some good spacing in your carrots and also thinning. But for me, because my carrots are for consumption, I'm yet to do carrots for commercial purposes or for sale. So in the day that I will do my carrots for sale, I'm going to do some serious spacing. And spacing means you just look at the size of one carrot. If you buy a bigger carrot in the market, that size of that carrot will be the spacing. So distance between 1 and 2, the first carrot and the second carrot, like 2 inches, it will be okay. You see, the one that was just alone on its own, the carrot is bigger. And right now it's just these carrots are like 1.5, 2 months now. I think 2 months, heading to 2.5 months old, and we have started eating the carrots. So the good thing about growing your own carrots in your home is that you can eat them as baby carrots, and also you can let your carrots fully mature, and so that you can consume them later. So I want to make some salads before I go back to the farm to do some mulching and also apply some manure. And I want to I'm harvesting the celery. Celery here grows very fast, and the more you harvest the leaves, they produce more leaves. And I love the celery stalk. I'm yet to get used to the celery leaves, but the stalk is very nice. I always chew it just like chewing gum. I don't know, I go to the farm, just pick the celery stalk and then chew it. And it also has some very healthy benefits, and that is something that majority of us know. Most of these herbs have very healthy benefits in them, especially if you eat them raw. So there are some people that cook cucumber, but I prefer just eating my cucumbers raw. I think that's why you rarely see cucumbers in my garden, because anytime I pass in my garden or after I'm done with the garden work, I just pluck a cucumber from the garden and then eat. It is just like a snack for me. So because I'm yet to finish with the garden work, and I felt like if I combine the two before doing some little bit of snacking in between, I will get tired faster. So let me prepare some salads, and it is a combination of everything: the fruits, the salad, the vegetable salad, everything in between. So these are the bananas that we harvested. We always have bananas, fresh bananas, either the green bananas or the ripe bananas, and also avocado. But for avocado, there are not so many in the garden. I feel like the avocado is not enough, and I'm also short of the lemon. But I planted the other time, I planted the lemon, I think the yellow lemons, the ones that turn yellow. So I'm yet to start harvesting my lemons from the farm, because I planted the other lemon, local lemon, but until now I've never harvested even a single one, even seeing a flower. But now this one, the grafted one, I'm hopeful that it will start producing flowers soon so that I can have lemon. So I would have put lemon, but the salad is still okay because I always consume like this, or I add some boiled egg, a whole boiled egg or half. You can decide to consume it with half a boiled egg or a whole boiled egg. So here in the village, it is very common to invite your neighbors to come and graze their cows, goats, or animals in your farm. So my neighbor has been grazing his animals here, the goats, cows are here. So he told me, I asked him if I can get the manure, and he said come and pick because they're in plenty. So I went and picked with the tuk-tuk. We have like that local transport here. And I decided, instead of just letting the manure to just sit there in one place, let me pour in our vegetables, and that's what I'm going to do. And goat manure is like the dark manure. It's always considered as a cold manure, meaning you can apply it directly to the farm. But the good thing about this manure is that my neighbor used to pile up the manure inside the house, so anytime he feels like the ground of the goat's house is cold, a little bit wet, he adds on another sawdust. Sawdust is just some chips of the wood chips, so he add in. So he kept on piling them for around 3 months. So that means our manure is somehow ready. It's even ready to be applied in our garden, and you will see a very big difference in my garden in the next 1 month, especially with the rains that are continuing. There will be a very big difference in my crops. And also the good thing about goat manure, it does not it stays in the farm for a very long period of time, not like the cow dung manure. Cow dung manure, after some time, it ends in the farm. It depletes in the farm, so you just have to keep on adding. But for goat manure, it stays in the farm for a very long time. So that means it helps the soil in fertility, and the soil will become fertile for a very long period of time. And the only thing we'll keep on adding maybe is just adding different types of crops for pest control. That is it. I've been really obsessed with our eggplant, but funny enough, I'm feeling like the front part of the garden with our eggplant is growing a little bit slower than the back part of the garden. The back part, the eggplant are like in my knee length, but the front part, they are a bit lower. So I'm going to apply the manure and see now the difference after a month. We'll be here, I'll be showing you the difference after a month. And this is my first time growing eggplant. I've never grown it, but I always see them in the market and supermarket. So I think, and if a seed is sold here in our shops, that means people are planting them around. So I'm hopeful, crossed fingers, that they are going to do well here. So most farms are faced with acidity in their soils, and that's why you find most farmers use, especially the large-scale farmers, use lime to bring down acidity. And this is mostly affected by either planting the same type of crop in one area or using these store-bought fertilizers. And that's why nowadays people are turning to now the organic way of growing crops, and it really helps in bringing that balance in your soil. And the easier way also is using regularly pouring wood ash in your soil, or if you want to plant anything in your farm, always apply wood ash just to balance the acidity in your soil. I consume spring onions a lot here in the farm, and I think I'm going to plant um, more also because I really harass my spring onions in harvesting. Sometimes I uproot, sometimes I pluck just the leaves. And the disadvantage of plucking your spring onion leaves is that they will never expand and become bushy. But if you uproot and leave some, it means they will produce more leaves and more leaves, and after some time they'll become bushy. So I have gotten some spring onion seeds that are indigenous. So even spring onions, there are those that are the indigenous ones that have very strong taste, and these ones. So I have gotten now those seeds, the ones that are always very tiny and many and bushy in one area. That is the type that I've gotten. And I think today now my video will end here in the farm, and then go and prepare some lunch, because it's just me and the little one. The rest of the kids are at a school. So let me end my video here, and I will see you in my next video. I'm yet to apply the manure in my kales and also at the back of the garden, and also some of the manure I'm going to use to plant to sow seeds for onion seeds, and also cabbage and kales. I'm planning to plant a lot of onions in my second season of planting. So after the maize is out, I'm going to do crop rotation on that part of the farm, the other side of the farm that has maize and beans. So we'll plant a lot of onions, and the best time to plant onions for me, it will be July, so that they stay in the nursery for around 1 month, 1.5 months, and then I transplant now to a bigger space. And that is now the remaining of the manure. But also, if the manure is not yet enough, I'm also going to get some more, because here it's very easy to get manure, but sometimes it becomes a challenge, especially when everyone is planting. Most of the farmers here prefer using manure than the ordinary now, the store-bought fertilizers. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched this video till the end and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click that subscribe button. Do not forget to like, comment where you're watching from, and I will be truly amazing, and you'll be blessed too. So thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. For now, it's bye bye.